Hello sweet team, welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele. I am so excited to be with you all today, and I hope everyone is doing wonderfully well. I am doing just fine. In today's video, I share with you all how I make my absolutely delicious spice blend cubes. Although I already have the recipe on my channel, you guys asked for it again and again. I shared, and I thought, why don't I just make a new and improved version for you all? So I peeled all this ginger, and I'm just showing you all how I use my spoon to do that. It comes so easy. I didn't want to just sit here and be peeling ginger in this whole video. So look at it. It is perfect. I'll give it a good rinse and slice it up like this. It is ready. We'll set it aside. I'm also going to cut up some large onions as well, and I have gone ahead to peel all my garlic. We are ready to go. Now to my dry blender jar, I'll add in some thyme. I already blended that. I'll also go ahead and add in some aniseed, rosemary, yes, calabash nutmeg, our newest ingredient, some cloves, and I was supposed to add in some black peppercorns. I forgot about it, but don't worry, we're gonna add it in later. We're going to blend everything until it is as smooth as our blender could take us, and then I'm just going to sift it out and get out the bigger chunks, and we would set both of it aside. We are not getting rid of the bigger chunks. We will add it to our blend. And there you have it. This is my homemade spice mix, which I already have a recipe for. You can check it out. It was posted before this one. Then to the wet blender jar, I'll add in my ginger. I always like to begin with my ginger because I have other things that I like to do with ginger that doesn't have to have all the other spices in it, okay? So I'll blend the ginger until it is nice and smooth. Once it's done blending, pour it through a strainer. Repeat the blending process until all your ginger is nicely blended and set it aside. Then in the same blender, add in your garlic, blend and set aside. I'll then prep my herbs by giving it a good wash, and with the parsley, I'll just take the bottom part of the stem that is beginning to discolor off, and then I'll add the chunkier part of our spice mix into the blender, and then I'll add my onions and some of the herbs. I'll blend, pour it into a bowl, repeat the blending process, pouring it into my bowl, and then adding in my ingredients as I go. So here I'll add some of the spice blend to the onions, blend it and add on and on and on. Back to the ginger, it has released some juices for me. I didn't squeeze it through, so this is pure organic ginger juice that you can use in your teas and other ginger recipes. The rest, I'll take part of it and put into my ice cube trays for recipes that doesn't call for other ingredients. So this is just pure ginger that you can use in your fried rice, teas, juices, you name it. It's perfect. I'll cover it with some plastic wrap so that the smell of the ginger doesn't take over my freezer and vice versa. I don't want my ginger to take up smells from my freezer. I'll cover it this way and it'll go into my freezer. Next, we'll be making our ginger and garlic paste, and what I like to do is to have a ratio of 3 to 2. So if I use 3 cups of ginger, I will use 2 cups of garlic. You can do it the other way if you like one more than the other. Obviously, I love ginger more, and you don't want to overdo it because too much of everything is bad. Once you've done that, you mix it until it is well combined like this, and then we will transfer it into our ice cube trays in the portions that you like to use. The ice cube tray may be too big, so you don't have to fill it all the way up. With my ginger and garlic paste, I like to do it halfway or to the bottom completely. I'll then go ahead and add in my garlic, ginger into the rest of my blend, and I'll stir until it is well combined, and then I'll be adding the rest as I go because you don't want to add everything. It's a bit harder to stir that way, but when you do it step by step, it stirs in very beautifully. So I add in the rest of my blended onions, and then I also add in the spice mix. With the spice mix, you want to add it in little by little, stir, little by little, stir, and taste. Okay, when you taste this, it's not sweet, it is bitter, but there is a certain flavor that you will get. You will be tasting your onion, ginger, garlic. You'll be tasting everything so that you know your food is gonna taste good. If you use just this in your food, it'll give you flavor because a cube cannot ruin your food, but you have to add this and other things to make your food taste good. Trust me, once you try these cubes at home, you will not go back because it makes your life so easy. Now, if you don't have ice cube trays, or if you don't want to make it into cubes, you can transfer it into a container or jar like this and keep it in your refrigerator. However, as the days go by, the color will change a bit. It doesn't take anything away from it, but it will change. And if you're not freezing it, I suggest you don't make as much as I did. I like to make a lot because it carries me for a long, long time. This so delicious, a lifesaver. I learned the original recipe from my friend Rin Anani Abita, and then I started putting it into cubes and adding my own twist to it, and I cannot do without it. Rin, I love you. Thank you for all that you taught me. I'm still using it. Yes, y'all, and I'll cover everything up and into my freezer it'll go. These stuff make your life easy. If you love sweet ajele and are a super sweet team member, make this. For those of you in Ghana that worry about your lights going off, make it in small batches and the containers will be better for you, or you can just keep it in the ice cube trays for when the light goes out. It will melt into the tray, but then it'll get hard again when it comes back. And there you have it. Everything is nice and ready. Of course, we want to get out our ginger first because we don't want any garlic or herb flavor in our ginger. We'll get it out, transfer it into Ziploc bags, and then back into the freezer. I love these things. I cannot do without these things. One day when I move back to Ghana, I think I will take a lot of ice cube trays with me and I'll keep it in the trays just in case of doomsday. And here is our garlic ginger paste or cubes. Those are also perfectly frozen. We'll put it into our Ziploc bag and back into our freezer. And then finally, our spice blend cube. I remember when I first shared this recipe, so many people were so grateful for it. Other content creators recreated it. They gave me the credit. Well, some did, and I truly appreciate that because this have now become a staple in many homes. And if you haven't tried it, I sure hope you would. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try the recipe. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini uchemi sweet mahabotu. Bye y'all.